focus on your caregiving role. And so your mom is how old?
88.
And so I think you said it's been about 2 or 3 years where she moved in full time here after a stroke?
Yes.
Okay. So what was this always in your plan that you would be your mom's caregiver?
It was not that label.
Okay.
It was, she lived by herself on Lake Corpus Christi. And we used to try to woo her up here, come live with us. You know, Ed had the picture all made up that we'd have a house on our property, and there'd be a trail from our house to her house, and every night we could, you know, she could make dinner for him, and she could play games with me, and she could come over and get her massage every night. And so we had this, and
when she was healthy.
When she was healthy, living by herself, I'd go down and visit her once a month on my way to Corpus to work, and so we had it all planned out. But she could never leave the lake. She just didn't want to leave that place, and she wasn't going to come live with us. That was our argument. I would say, "You're going to come live with us." No, you're going to put me in a nursing home. No, I'm not going to put you in a nursing home. Back and forth. And so I said, Mom, finally, as it got closer, I mean, now that I look back, it was, please make the decision to come before it has to be made for you. And then she had this major stroke, and then the decision had to be made for her. And so really, the plan that we had, you know, that here's the walkway between the two houses, she's living on our property, we have her house built. It just, you know, was going to be a little different than what it is. So. But I got what I wanted.
Well, what does that look like for you on a daily basis, and what things have you had to sacrifice?
You mean what I have to do each day? Well,
I noticed you know, your social engagements, you put some of that on hold. Church is probably hard. So it looks like you've done some sacrificing for this time.
Well, I guess I wouldn't use the word sacrificing. I certainly have made adjustments, because this is something that I asked for, was to care for my mom and to be with her. I just didn't have all, you know, the details the way that it has worked out, but I know that this is the time, and so it's not like, I guess I don't know how to talk about that, but now's the time for her, to care for her. I can look back and draw the line to all the dots of how my preparation, you know, I was preparing for going to physical therapy school, which would have gotten me my doctorate. And I was in my last semester of my master's when 3 days after school started, my last semester is when she had her stroke. And so I recognized that now's the time. So I was able to complete my master's, and then this has just been the 3 years of going through the process of the things that we had to deal with her house. And so a daily basis, because of her stroke, she really can't make her own decisions. She can't do anything for herself. I have to brush her teeth, help her with her bathroom, put her to bed, wake up in the middle of the night to turn her over because she can't turn herself into bed. She can't feed herself, so she's total care. And what a privilege, you know, because she did that for me when she gave me passage into this life, and I couldn't feed myself and, you know, take care of myself, and she did all that for me. So it's like it's come full circle, and what an honor and a privilege to do that, to give back to her, you know, what she has given me.
I see that as an honor and a privilege, and I can relate to that, and I can see that for me and my mom, but I don't think that's the norm. People would call that an honor and a privilege. I think they would think they have a job they have to get to, and therefore they would find other care. So I'm just curious.
Not everybody is. That's not their call. And so I wouldn't put that. It's not my sister's call.
Okay.
She's totally not there, and it's not my brother's call. He doesn't want to see his mother naked.
Okay.
You know, so that's not their thing. Their thing was another time.
Okay.
This is my thing, my time. I recognize it. I'm happy to do it. I was, you know, all the things that I saw in my preparing for going to PT school with all the, I had to go and and observe. You have to have so many hours of observing in physical therapy, realms. That was all preparing me for such a time as this. I didn't know it because I thought I was, preparing for physical therapy school. But everything that I saw, it's utilized now. I got into PT school. It just wasn't a school I thought I was going to go to. And had I gotten in 2 years in, it's a 3-year program, 2 years in, I would have had to quit. So it was not in my plan, but it was in God's plan for me.
And you knew all that was preparing you for this as soon as she had the stroke? Is that when
Oh,
you knew?
no. It was much later. I mean, I've been through all the emotional anger and why and,
Okay, because you seem so accepting of it.
Well, now, because it's been 3 years of working through all of that, it didn't just come. I mean, I had my...
Okay.
More that anger showed up, about things not turning out the way I wanted them to,
Right.
This is not what I had planned, and the grieving of my mom, and she's not the mom that I grew up with, but accepting what is now, that it's a very precious time, and every once in a while I get to see some of my mom that I knew, but it's, my circumstances are about taking me along my spiritual journey, and so these are the circumstances that I needed to teach me the lessons that I need to learn in this life.
Well, if we're, being real honest, and we are, is it a lonely time right now for you?
Sometimes, yeah, it has been, but it's all about where am I here? And so if I go to that place, then I know that it's time to do some social things.
Okay.
So then that's when I have to reach out because I've recognized my depression. It comes in my eating. If there's things that I love and I haven't been doing them, like exercise, I got to get up and do something. I mean, I have to take responsibility for what my needs are, and that's making sure that I'm paying attention to what they are. And if lonely is then that's a need I need to address. So.
And you've done some of that with the Walk to Emmaus leadership team and the wonderful vacation you just did. You knew what you needed
Yes.
to do.
Yeah, and that keeps me going. And I was excited about our time together today. Yeah, and I still want to do the back porch girls or whatever that front porch thing.
I don't care if it's the back or the front.
The back or
Either
the front.
porch.
Yeah, I love to sing, and that to me is it's good. That's good medicine. For
Good.
Me. Yeah.
Good. Okay. Well, before you move from that topic, how can you speak to women right now who may be in that same role right now with their parents?
Caregivers? Well, if you're a caregiver, you need to be a priority. And I would say you have to learn what you need for you. It comes you and everything else falls underneath. If you're down here on the bottom and everything is up above you, demanding all your energy, you're not going to make it. Been there, done that. People would talk about caregiving being the hardest role to fill, and it is. It's like being a mom or being a wife. I mean, you're caregiving, but at least you're working with somebody who can take care of themselves and have their own responsibility. If you're with somebody, such as my mom, who requires everything, it's got to have you at the top, and then everything else comes underneath. That would be my best advice, is making sure that you're taken care of so that you can take care of everything else. Because if you're not in good shape, it's just downhill.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
It sounds like it can be exhausting.
It is.
And so you've got to figure out. And a thankless job maybe at times. She might not even know everything that you're doing for her. Right?
Every once in a while, we have a little routine of, are you comfortable? After I've gotten her all, jostled around and positioned, and she'll say, if you're finished pulling the sheets and poking and prodding me, I'm comfortable. Okay, well, I'll be checking on you during the night. I love you, my mama. I love you, my Susu, and I thank you for your care.
Oh.
Every once in a while we get that. So she knows on some level, and whether she can do it in her brain, I know that her spirit knows, and I know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and
the Lord knows.
I don't do it for thanks, but it's nice to hear.